Hello students, today we are going to start our next topic of 10th standard, that is trigonometry. Now, as you know that all the other topics of 10th standard, you have some reference of it in your previous classes. For example, when you learn polynomials, you had that topic in 9th standard. So in 10th, a little more extra concepts you had learned. Similarly, when you learned the linear equations, it was there from your 7th standard. So in 7th standard, you learned it, then in 8th, then 9th, and then 10th. So many of the topics, or you can say all of the topics except the one had their references in your previous class. But this is the topic, or this is the only topic of 10th standard which you are going to learn it in this standard itself. Okay, and many students are actually very much scared of this trigonometry topic, thinking that it is a very difficult concept, or like how the ratios and how the values etc are derived in here. But I would like to say that if you try to visualize it, like what values of the ratios are obtained and how they are obtained, if you try to visualize it, then this topic will become very easy for you. Okay, and you are not supposed to remember the values for all the angles. Just remembering for 1-2 angles, you will be able to recall it for all angles. For that, you should be knowing what is the relation between the different ratios, isn't it? Yes. So now let us begin with the topic. Now if I try to separate the or divide this word into different parts. Now tri means it is 3, gon means it is sides, whereas metri it means measure. So if I go by the definition of the word, I would say that trigonometry is actually measuring the 3 sides. Okay, now which is the figure which is having 3 sides in it? Definitely it is a triangle, isn't it? Okay, so definitely we will be looking the trigonometric ratios with respect to triangle itself. But why are we looking only for the triangles, or why are we not looking it for 4-side figure or 5-sided figure, or why are we calling just a trigonometry? Why are we not going for quadrinometry or pentometry? Yes, so for that we should be first of all looking at one basic thing which is applicable only with respect to triangles, and hence we are following the ratios with respect to triangles. Okay, so now let us see. Suppose I draw two figures. Okay, so this is one square of 5 centimeter, whereas this is a rhombus of 5 centimeter. Now are the two figures similar? Yes, definitely not. Why? Though the sides of all the four sides are same, but still the figures are not similar. Why is it? Is it because of the angle? Isn't it? Yes, because for a square the angles are 90°, but for a rhombus they are not 90° angles. It means the two figures are not similar because their angles are not equal. Isn't it? Yes. Let us look at one another figure. Suppose I am drawing again a square of 5 centimeter and a rectangle of length 2 centimeter, whereas breadth 3 centimeter. Now here in this case the angles are all 90°, but are the figures similar? Is it? Yes. Again the figures are not similar. So when I took the first example, in that case the angles were different, hence the figures were not similar. Here the sides are not here the two figures are not the similar. Now why is it? Even though the angles are same, but why the figures are not similar? Let us see what is the ratio between the sides. So if I look at here, the ratio between the side is 5:5, that is 1:1, isn't it? If I consider these two sides, right? Similarly here, what is the ratio? It is 2:3. Is the ratio same? Yes? No? Now since the ratio of sides are not same, hence the two figures are not similar, isn't it? Yes? So what does it mean? Yes, let us take one more example. Now suppose I am taking a square of 5 centimeter, whereas another square of 6 centimeter. Okay, now are the two figures similar? Let us write down the length here. Now are the two figures similar? Definitely yes. Why? Since the angles are same. All are 90 degree. And the second thing, what is the ratio of sides? So 5 is to 5, which is nothing but 1 is to 1. Similarly, 6 is to 6, which is nothing but 1 is to 1. Okay, so I hope now you are getting what I'm trying to say. Yes, two figures are said to be similar when their angles are equal, isn't it? And second thing, when their ratio of sides are e equal. Yes, two figures are said to be similar when the angles are equal, whereas the ratio of sides are equal. Now, this is the definition which we have seen in our triangles topic, isn't it? Two triangles are said to be similar when the angles are equal, whereas the corresponding sides are in equal proportion, right? So, by this same logic, I can say that two figures are said to be similar one only when the angles are equal. So, if only angles are equal, still the figures are not similar. If only ratios are equal, still the figures are not similar. So what do I want? I want the both condition to be present. That is, the angles has to be equal as well as the ratio of sides has to be equal, isn't it? Yes. But let us take the example of a triangle. Now let us see. Suppose now I am taking a triangle. Okay, suppose this angle is 40 degree. Then this angle is 50 degree. And this angle is, no, wait. Let us take this angle as 70 degree. So 40 plus 70 is 110, and suppose this angle is 80 degree. Okay, sorry, 70 degree, right? So now, is there any another shape of a triangle whose angles are 40, 70 and 70? Can you draw an another triangle whose shape is different than what the shape of this triangle is? Is it? Yes. What I'm trying to say that if I am constructing one another triangle with the same angles, will I get a different shape of the angle? Yes? No. Why? Because that is the property with respect to triangle, isn't it? For one combination of angles, you can always have one and only one shape. The dimensions could be big or less, isn't it? I can draw a triangle with a greater dimension having the same angles 40, 70 and 70. But the two figures are actually similar. You might be remembering the first similarity criteria with respect to triangle, which is an AAA criteria, which says two triangles are said to be similar if their three angles are equal, isn't it? What does it mean? It means if I am drawing a triangle with respective combination of angles, definitely I will be getting one another triangle which is similar to shape with the previous triangle. Why? Since their angles are equal. Okay, so as you can see, for the other figures I have to check the both conditions, that is angles and ratios, isn't it? And then only I can say that the two figures are similar. But with respect to triangle, once I got to know that they are of same angles, I am not worried about the ratio of the sides, because practically the ratio of the sides are proportional, isn't it? That is what the similarity criteria told us. If the angles are equal, then their corresponding sides are in the ratio, and we have also proved it. Fine. And hence we are looking for the ratio of the side with respect to only triangles. So that is why I have explained why we are going for trigonometry and not for the figure which is having four sides or five sides, isn't it? Why? Because there is one special condition with respect to triangle which is not applicable for other figures. Yes, here in triangle there is only one shape for the respective combination of angles. Hence, I am very much less worried about the ratio of the sides. So I will be just focusing on the angles, and depending upon the angles, I will be looking at the sides, isn't it? So that is what the trigonometry will tell you. So the trigonometry is nothing but we are going to find the relation between the angles and sides. Once you got to know the angles, then how are the ratio of the sides? That we are going to see in this topic. And this is applicable only with respect to triangle, and hence we are going for trigonometry and not for the other figures. Okay, so I hope you have understood why the trigonometry is there. And if I try to tell it in a sentence like, in trigonometry we are going to see the relation between the sides and angles, and trigonometry is nothing but it is dealing about the shapes. Trigonometry deals about the shapes of the figure. Okay, so now once you have known why or what is trigonometry, let us move forward and look at the different combinations of ratios. Before proceeding to it, now, is there only one combination of set of angles which will be considered? For example, this is one combination in which I have taken the angles as 40, 70 and 70. Okay, can I take for another angle in which the combination is, suppose this is 50, this is 80, and again this is 50? Yes, fair enough. One more, 60, 60, 60. Okay, so do I have to remember the values or the ratios of side with respect to all such combination of triangles? Is it further, is it feasible enough to remember that there will be n combination of triangles? So are you going to remember it for all the n combination of triangles? Is it? No. So then what we are going to do, we are going to remember it only with respect to one triangle. And what is that triangle? It is an right angled triangle. Now in right angled triangle also, one angle is 90 degrees, so there are 2 3 combinations. So first combination, the other two angles will be 30 60, or the other two angles could be 45 and 45, isn't it? Yes, or many more. So now the question might arise in your mind, if we are going to remember it only with respect to right angle triangles, then how are we going to apply it for another triangles which are actually not the right angle triangles? Yes, the logic is, we can divide any triangle into two right angle triangle. Yes, what if I draw a line here which is an perpendicular? So these are the two triangles and both are right angle triangle, isn't it? The other two angles will have any value, so we are not bothered about that currently. But the thing is, any triangle could be divided into right angle triangles, and once you understand how the ratio is to be found with respect to right angle triangle, you can apply it for any triangle, for any combination of angles, isn't it? Yes, and hence we are going to see all the trigonometric ratios with respect to only right angle triangle. Fine. Now, the second